Hi, my name is Kylie Titus. This is my third and last video journal. Okay, so what is the purpose of a citation? The purpose of a citation, it's kind of going over what we talked about last week. It's so you don't plagiarize, so that everything in your paper is accounted for, even if it's not yours, but you're using it in order to further your academic viewpoint. It is accredited to somebody else. Personally, I have kind of switched up my methods to complete my citations throughout my schooling, I guess you could say. First of all, I first learned my freshman year of high school. I learned through a site called Noodlebib, and my school didn't actually buy it, but you just really type stuff in. So I never really learned how to actually cite things in high school. Well, up until a certain point, but I'll talk about that later. But I literally just typed everything into a little thing, and then it would pop up for me, and I would organize it. Well, it would actually organize it for me, so I had no issues with that. And then we weren't allowed to use Noodlebib anymore, and I don't remember how they monitored it, but they monitored it a certain way. And this was my senior year. I was in AP Literature in comp, and they made us do it ourselves, and they gave us a little writing guide. So I kind of learned how to do that, even though that was MLA. Now we're using APA. I haven't used MLA one time this semester. But now in college, I learned a trick on Microsoft Word where you can just manage your citations, and it's kind of like Noodlebib, but it's even easier. I just have the little citation bar, and whenever I want to do an in-text citation, I tap on the source, and it just slides in an in-text citation right in there, and then it makes me my reference page at the end, organizes it for me and everything. The only thing I do have to do is make the second line, I have to shift it over, but I just use 6 spaces. How much time does it take? Now, my process right now obviously does not take a lot of time, as I had just said. I do allow enough time. I make sure the art of actually citing things is not near as hard as actually finding the sources. The one thing that is hard about citations sometimes is you can't find all of the things you need, and you feel like maybe your citation isn't good enough, they're not going to figure out what it says, so you kind of have to search the website for other places that your source was accessible, and then see if they have more information about that source, just so you can cite that. How does procrastination fit into the process of formatting citations? I don't really think to me, it doesn't really have a role. Like I said, I use the Microsoft Word, but for others, learning how to, just because there are so many different formats, whenever I was reading through, the reading above the instructions for this video journal, it's just, there's so many different ways, and there's so many exceptions and rules. It's really hard, since I use an automated computer system, I don't really need to know them, but if I was actually, like I was in my senior year, having to use a writing manual, then when I was, procrastination did not fit into my citing. It took up I wouldn't say half of my writing time, but it took up about a fourth of my writing time. It's important. I just think it's important to cite though, and cite it right. So yep, that's my views on citations. That's all I have. This is my last video journal. I enjoyed your class and these video journals.